Did you know this small town had history? In December of 1950, an unlikely tragedy struck small town Boonville, Mississippi. Many young soldiers and sergeants' lives were lost, and some survived to tell the story of this sad event in time. In Boonville Independent, it states, the blast death toll brought sudden sorrow into many homes of families and friends that were already decked out for the holidays. The Armory is an essential part of Boonville's history. A story in the December 28, 1950 edition of the Boonville Banner says, the death toll from the Stark tragedy is the worst in Prentiss County's history and brought sorrow to every home in the area. I became interested in learning about the tragedy when one of my teammates on the softball team made a comment about the Armory being haunted, which is the softball team's locker room and indoor facility. Then one day, I decided to read the monument located at the corner of the lot outside the Armory. After reading it, I was very shocked and surprised to read what I did. Today, I want to make you aware of the history of the Boonville Armory explosion. To begin with, we will find out what caused the tragedy. Then we will look back at soldiers who survived and were lost. And finally, we will learn about the monument. On December 22nd of 1950, the Boonville National Guard Armory exploded from the usage of gasoline for cleaning equipment. The explosion from the undetermined origin blasted the washroom at the Boonville Armory Friday evening around 8 o'clock. The Memphis newspaper reported were unconfirmed reports the men were cleaning rifles with high-octane gasoline and that the can was knocked over accidentally, leading to fumes spreading to the heater, causing the explosion. Sadly, lives were lost during the horrific accident. In total, 7 men died that evening and several were hospitalized from burn wounds. The men killed instantly were Sergeant Charles Owen Fugit, 21, and William Howard Duncan, 31, both of Boonville. Others who died Saturday were Hugh Thomas Weatherby, who was 18, of Ramsey, Freddie Fulgham, who was also 18 years old, of Boonville, Billy W. Mooney, 18 of Thrasher, James Ray Robinson, 19 of Thrasher, and Lawrence Sidney Burks, 30 of Thrasher. 3 other National Guardsmen were seriously burned in the accident and were transported to more advanced hospitals in other states. Dick Bullard, who was an 11th grade student at the time, was skipped over by Sergeant Red Prentiss while being chosen to go into the room to clean the weapons. 2 of Bullard's best friends were chosen, who he played high school with at Thrasher. Bullard says they both got picked to go in that room and both got killed. Most of this information is stored on the monument located outside the Armory. The monument was built for the memory of all the people impacted that day. Several articles in the monument are in memory of the soldiers who died that day. Every updated article that happened within that short period of time is posted on the monument for anyone interested in taking time out of their day to read it. On December 22nd, 2016, they had an event outside before they built the monument out there right now. And to the left is the former House Speaker Billy McCoy, which is the former Adjutant General Harold Cross, Cecil Weatherby, who is the brother of Hugh Weatherby, who passed away in the accident, and the former commander of the 155th Brigade Combat Team, General Augustus Collins, which is also, they made this event called the Black Christmas because it happened a few days before Christmas. And on the monument outside, this reads from one of the men's sisters. If I can find this. Okay. It's a little poem. It says, our most gracious, wrong one, sorry. Okay. Memories of a little girl. On a cold December night, 1950, a little girl the age of 8 sits at home with her mom and dad, brothers and sisters watching TV by a nice warm fire with thoughts of Santa and gifts he would be bringing. Dad would put another log on the fire. Someone knocked on the door when no one heard they knocked. Some more was shake and a raffle. Finally, someone heard. 2 men stood at our door. One of the men said to Mom and Dad, "You must come quick. Your son, Hugh Thomas, has been in a serious accident." Therefore, without a blink, they went and found their son, my big brother, burned all over with lungs that had been smothered. He talked with them and said his goodbyes. I think he, as well as them, knew he was about to die. That was about a little girl, 6-year-old little girl. So, as I conclude this presentation, this tragic, horrific event impacted many people throughout the community, and the news blasted across America, even reaching the New York Times. Although not many young adults know about this tragedy, it still shapes the biblical history. In reference to this tragedy, this event is known as the Black Christmas.